Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Malo on football, Monday afternoon, man. Malo on football, just a platform, man, where I give my views on everything that's going on in the world of football, both locally as well as internationally. So yeah, man, I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Here we go. So I've decided what I'm going to be doing is posting 2 videos a week. So I think I'm going to start with a Monday video like I am this afternoon. Just having a recap of the weekend's football, what went, fixtures, results, any particular talking points that I want to mention, as well as one on a Friday where we look back at maybe some of the Champions League games if there were, some of the maybe FA Cup games that happened midweek, PSL games, as well as obviously what's coming up on the weekend. So a Monday look back and look forward to the week, and then a Friday looking forward to what's happening on the particular weekend. So yeah, man, my thoughts on the opening weekend football, maybe starting with the Premier League. Interesting results, obviously, on Monday night with Manchester City. I think they've started very, very well. Clean sheet away from home, 3 goals. Erling Haaland, man, I think just click, click, boom. That's what he does. He's not a striker that wastes too much time. He's someone that just given 1 or 2 opportunities, he just shoots and he scores. He's a poacher. And that's what he does, man. He finishes, and excellent finish from him. Excellent result for Manchester City. I maybe expected pretty much a 3-0 result, if I'm to be honest. I think Burnley, first 20 minutes were in and about the game, but just would not have had enough for this particular Manchester City side. So yeah, man, I think it's the result everyone would have expected. They start well. They obviously play Newcastle in their next game. So I think Manchester City looking very, very good. I think they still need 1 or 2 more signings, I think, to really, especially in the Champions League, to really go at it and try and win it again. For me, they've lost a lot of quality in Mahrez and Gundogan. So I think if they get 1 or 2 more players over the line, especially from an attacking point of view, I think they'll be A&OK to try and compete again in the UEFA Champions League. Arsenal, man, my team, hot and cold, I think, in this particular game. Very good first half. Not a good second half. I think Arsenal have a tendency of not killing off teams, not killing off games, and making a very nervous end to a game, to be honest. I think in the last 30, 40 minutes of that game, second half especially, we were not playing the fluidity, the fluent patterns of football that I think Arsenal need to be playing. And if we do not get that issue sorted out of not being able to score the third, because for me, 2 goals, and they always say in football, is a very risky scoreline. But the minute you score a third, especially if it's without any goals being scored against, I think it's pretty much done and dusted, man. So for me, kill off games, especially at home, the home form for Arsenal wasn't good last season. So score 3 in those type of games, go toe-to-toe with Manchester City in terms of amount of goals scored. We know that wasn't the reason Arsenal didn't win the league last season, but I think at 3-0, you're cruising. And then you can concede 1, but obviously not happy to concede a goal in that particular game. I'm hearing Kieran Tierney might be sold. There's a lot going on with regards to transfers. Every single day, there's a new story, that breaks out with regards to teams. We saw Caicedo now has pretty much been announced as a Chelsea player. They played Liverpool yesterday in the Sunday afternoon game. Good performance, if I'm to be honest, especially second half from Chelsea. I think Pochettino is definitely drilling something into those boys. I think he's signed well. He's gotten rid of a lot of dead wood. He is basically starting off a clean slate, completely new players, a lot of them to the league. Exciting prospects, some young players. I mean, Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo in that midfield too is going to be absolutely brilliant. It's just, for me, defensively, are they going to have enough? And up front, are they going to score enough goals? I think from a midfield, they can pretty much rival anyone. But from a defensive point of view and goals, I think they might struggle in those 2 departments. But yeah, man, Liverpool as well had a good game. I think played how a lot of people would have expected. I think some of their new signings, obviously playing there in that particular game, pretty much typical old Liverpool. Salah with the pace, should have scored a goal there himself. So brilliant performance, I think, from Liverpool. But to get a point away at Chelsea is not a bad point if we're to be honest. So I think they'll also just take it game by game. I know they still have to make a defensive midfield signing themselves, but I think watch out for Liverpool as well. I think they're going to have a very, very good season. Newcastle obviously flying 5-1, I think it was, in that particular game. Aston Villa, I mean, where were they? A lot of people were tipping them to be the team to be, competing in the top 6, maybe even top 5. But terrible start from Unai Emery in that particular fixture. And then obviously tonight is Manchester United, so looking forward to what they do. And then after that, I think everyone would have pretty much played. We would have had an idea. I mean, yes, it's only week game 1, but we'll have an idea in terms of new tactics, new formations, new players, new coaches at some particular sides, and looking forward to match week 2 with regards to a lot of EPL and what's happening with Arsenal, obviously playing Crystal Palace in the next game. So come on, you Gunners, let's go for it, guys. From a South African point of view, switching over to SA, MTN 8. I actually predicted all 4 games correctly, funny enough. So Kaizer Chiefs winning, fans would be happy. Orlando Pirates thumping, 5-0 in that particular game. Brilliant performance from them. Mamelodi Sundowns, man, continuing 3 wins in a row, back-to-back victories for them. And then obviously Stellies, the surprise one for me, Super Sport. Even though I predicted Stellies, I was more taking a chance in this particular one. But I just felt that there's always one surprise result, and Stellies obviously getting it in the second half. These Cape Town sides, I know Cape Town City lost to Kaizer Chiefs, but I think in the next couple of years, these Cape Town sides are really going to be a force, We're seeing the Soweto teams, Chiefs, not so much Pirates, sometimes not being consistent. But I think over the next 5 to maybe even 10 years, watch out for the Cape Town sides. I really see them dominating with regards to PSL. Obviously, at Mamelodi Sundowns with their riches that they enjoy. So yeah, man, from a transfer point of view, I know Neymar is now being linked pretty much on the verge of doing medicals. And for me, man, this is one player who, just looking at his career and how he started, once he joined Barcelona, that was it for me. I was like, okay, this is going to be the next Ballon d'Or winner for the next couple of years. After Ronaldo and Messi, he's probably going to win a World Cup. He'll win a couple of Champions Leagues. But I think for me, that move, and I've always said this, from Barcelona to PSG, for me, was a step in the wrong direction. I think he made a decision on 2 fronts. For me, to be out of Messi's shadow, in my opinion, and also for the money. And if I looking back, I know hindsight, they say, is a beautiful thing, but bad move, because look, it's landed him up. Now wanting to leave the club, Neymar just flattering to really reach the heights of what I think a lot of people would have expected from him. Quality player, no doubt. He scored a lot of goals at PSG, not able to win the Champions League. Obviously, they lost to Bayern in that one final, and then ever since then, just not being great. At World Cups as well. At the World Cup in Brazil, he wasn't great. Injuries and falling and diving. So I don't know, man, what you guys think, but I just think Neymar has not reached the heights that a lot of people would have expected. And you look at a young guy like Mbappe, who, for me, is more likely to be the next Ballon d'Or winner, and that's his teammate. He's obviously way older, Neymar, than Mbappe. But yeah, man, for me, Neymar, quite a disappointing career that he's had. In the beginning, started out very well, but for me, towards the end, not good. And Harry Kane, talking about careers, man, FC Bayern, obviously he's joined that particular club, and everyone would have thought, okay, one game, he just has to win one game and win a trophy. But Harry Kane, man, what is it? You have players who are just, I don't want to call them bad luck players, but who just can't seem to get over the line when it matters. And I know football is a team sport, but for them to lose 3-0 against your bitter rivals, Leipzig, that is a hard pill to swallow, man. So Harry Kane now has to obviously chase the Bundesliga, has to chase maybe the German Cup, and obviously then has to chase the UEFA Champions League. So still a lot of football ahead, but I think for him, he's probably thinking, how did I get it wrong? One game away from just some silverware, and he's still not able to do that. So yeah, man, lots to obviously look forward to in the world of football deals. There's still a couple of weeks to go. I'm really hoping Arsenal can get in another attacking player. Looks like Pep is going to leave. Balogun, there's still issues with regards to him. 35 million Inter Milan potentially, but obviously a lot of deals still to happen. The goalkeeper Raya has obviously joined us. So yeah, man, really just exciting to see what's going to happen. The football is back. the leagues have started, so it's going to be really, really interesting times. And I think at times I'll give my predictions as well, give people a taste of what I like to think, or how I like to think in terms of who's going to win particular games, and maybe we can have a little bit of fun with it, man. Who knows, man? Even bring a betting partner and actually do some prizes and have some competitions and have some predictions, man. So yeah, Malo on football, Monday afternoon. So as I said earlier, I'll be doing videos on a Monday, looking back at the weekend that was, and a video on a Friday, looking forward to the weekend that will be with regards to football. Enjoy the Monday night football, Manchester United tonight. Malo on football, we out.